Another thing that I want to share with you that I have personally witnessed on my walk with God. So, you know, I wasn't really a part of any church. I mean, like literally, right? I did not go to any church, and the fact that I'm in Japan, you don't even know where you can go, right? Because it's officially not exactly a Christian country, even though there are Christians out there. But yeah, so I encountered God, I encountered Jesus in my own way, and you don't really have to literally go to church to be with God, so that's a fact. You don't really need a church itself to know God and to pray to God, right? Because He is within you, He's in your heart, and it's up to you to seek Him. So, but anyway, when I was going through things and I was going through this gang stalking, I was going through a lot, and so I found this like leaflet from a certain church that was in the area where I used to live, and I was like, let me visit that church, and you know, God did guide me to go there, so I went there, and you know, right away I saw, because I can see certain things, like it's discernment really. So, but not it's more than that. But anyway, I could see that there are demons in that church, and that the person who is leading that church is demonized. And we were talking to pastor, right? He calls himself a pastor, and there was his wife and children, and they're all demonized. So I don't know the exact story behind these people, but they are leading the church, right? The pastor, and there are good people there, right? Among those who came to that church. But thing is that before, like when everyone was still gathering, we were talking because it was my first time to visit them, and I'm a foreigner, so in Japan, right? Which is kind of ironic because they're the ones who are, well, foreigners, right? Because they're demonized. But yeah. So what I witnessed is, I was talking to this pastor, and his children, especially his daughter, was really like throwing this evil look at me, and I could feel it, and I didn't like it. And I actually was still learning about a lot of things, about a lot of spiritual things, and the gifts that I have, that I had. So, somehow just without saying anything, I just looked at that girl, and I was like, like in my thoughts, I said, like, you're a demon, without wishing any ill intent or anything, just like, kind of like attack, not attack, but like, you know, said this thing against the demon within that girl, really. And the girl got angry, and she threw a piece of paper at me. And I didn't even say anything. It was like a telepathic kind of communication, if anything. But that was not it. And so the pastor was like, oh, whoa, like that's rude to do that. So he, took that girl and kind of like, tried to make this peace. But then later on, and by the way, during the session, actually he interpreted the Bible in the wrong way. Like, I actually just reread that part earlier today. I was the way he was talking about it was completely different